Number 77. Wow. Hey, everybody. Photo share discussion number 77. The show right before the season premiere of Walking Dead episode. How about that? And you guys Walking Dead fans? I am. And the season premiere starts at 9:30 tonight here Eastern, so I'm looking forward to it. Got Rui in Portugal. Hey, Rui.
Hey.
Hey, welcome. And got Wes in Florida, who is audio only. He's having technical difficulties with his phone, but say hi, Wes.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Good. Hopefully we can get the video working. But thanks, guys, for popping in. We are halfway through October now, so just about halfway
Yeah,
through the month.
it goes by fast.
Yes, it does. And yesterday was the Kelby Worldwide Photo Walk, and all of us had intentions of going, and 2 out of the 3 of us actually went on the walk. I didn't. Our walk was canceled due to rain. It was just raining pretty much all morning yesterday morning. But Rui and Wes had actually got out and got to do a photo walk, so which is a good thing. Go ahead and give like the 2-minute review of your photo walk. I'll go ahead and start with you, Rui. Just a real quick overview. I know we were talking a little bit about it earlier, but just kind of give a quick overview how it went, how many people were there, that type of thing.
Well, it was a group about 20 people, I'd say. It went pretty good. There was a group. It was like with me, like 3 or 4, which had analog cameras. So I got
cool.
to shoot analog as well because I brought my Mamiya along with
Okay.
the Canon 600D. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And it was a great walk. The weather wasn't that bright. It was cloudy, but it didn't rain, which was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the group was fun. It
Mm-hmm.
was a fun thing to do.
Okay. Good. Do you think you'll get together with some of those people from that group again in the future?
Yeah, actually, some of them belong to a forum, photography forum.
Okay.
So I joined that, and we'll probably talk about photography and joining some other time, probably.
Okay. Cool. That's great because you can, when you get together on these organized walks, if you go on a few of them, you start seeing some of the same people, obviously, but you always meet new people, and if you can meet some new people that maybe kind of share similar types of interests as you do as far as photography and that type of thing, you can get a new group of people to have more opportunities to go out and use
Yep.
the camera. So that's always a bonus. And Wes, how about you? You had one that started basically right by your house, so you had an
Yeah,
easy
it was
one, huh?
about a 5-minute walk from home, and it was an early morning walk. It started at 7:30, so I had to wake up really early. We had about 25 people, I'd say, and the host of the walk is a digital arts instructor at one of the colleges here at the community college. So he actually brought some models, which was awesome.
Oh, cool. That's
Really?
neat.
And it was a good long walk. We walked for about 4 hours. I did a GPS track while we were walking, and I did like 7.5 kilometers. So quite a bit of
Wow.
walking.
That's
Wow.
a lot of walking.
Yeah,
I
that
find a lot of times photo walks are
was
more like
long.
photo strolls. You don't walk a whole lot because you're always shooting, but you
Yeah.
did
Well, that's
7K. That's pretty good.
that's a lot of like moving around trying to figure out what the shot's going to be. Because with all the other photographers around, it's hard to find a shot where somebody's not in it, or you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of crowd control sometimes you have to deal with when you're on a walk with more than a few people because everybody kind of generally I think you as photographers you kind of see the same things. I mean, it's kind of the same things or if you see somebody looking at something you're like, oh, that looks pretty cool, and you turn around and follow them and they do the
Yeah.
same to you, and so then you get these little pods of people moving around with their cameras trying to photograph stuff, so
Right.
Yeah. And then the positions people get into, because you're shooting from one point, and you see someone else shooting from I don't know, laying on the ground, and you go like, how would that turn out? you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you go take the same picture laying down, and oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and and that's like we were talking last week. That's one of the fun things about them is everybody sees things differently. So when you're out
Yep.
with other people, kind of in the moment at the same time, you really get the opportunity to learn a lot just by watching and seeing what other people see, because everybody
Mhm.
sees the world differently. So
Yep.
that's always a fun thing, is to see how other people interpret, what's around them. So. Well, cool. So were there any film photographers on your walk, Wes? Did you have any people with old school cameras?
Yeah, somebody was shooting a Hasselblad, and then another person was just shooting a some sort of 35 millimeter, uh, autofocus style, 90s. I think it was a Canon.
Okay, cool. And you had a few people on yours, really. So that's good.
Yep.
I shot
I
four
was
frames of T-Max.
okay. You shot 1/6 of a roll.
Yeah.
And I did bring my point and shoot, my film point and shoot from Samsung, and I still didn't finish that roll.
Okay. How many frames do you have left on it?
About 8, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, well, that'd be like
Almost there.
one roll per year. You just get done. Yeah, that's the way I am with film. Especially if I bring like my digital camera and maybe two film cameras, I'll typically bring, like either the 35 millimeter or the Rolleicord. But then I'll bring one of my little point and shoots, and those are just like catch can kind of shots. So yeah, I've got a roll in my Olympus stylus that is 6 months old at this point, I think.
Hmm.
And I'll probably have a roll. If I would have gone yesterday, I would have put a roll in the XA because I was going to take that. And I probably would have had, I probably would have taken 5 or 6 frames out of 36 on that. You know, I could keep it around until next year's photo walk and finish up the roll.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Frank.
Hey guys,
Welcome. You make it.
sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We won't dock you any pay. Any of your appearance fees that we get here. I know everybody. We don't like to talk about that here, everybody, but there's pretty hefty appearance fees. I pay these guys to show up every week.
More worth it.
Yeah, that's right. You are. So we were just talking about the photo walk. Did you get out to one locally yesterday, Frank?
No, I couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, ours. I was all ready to go, and then it was raining, so ours was rained out. But Rui and Wes got out. So were you guys able to upload anything? I saw one other picture in the pool. Was that yours, Rui? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
There weren't a whole lot of pictures posted in the pool this week.
I posted one for the theme
Okay.
that I actually took during the photo walk, but I can put another one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had grand ambitions of doing a bunch of bokeh and fall and everything, and then it was raining. So I'm gonna have to go up to that spot though, because it's along a fairly heavily traveled freight rail line, so there's a lot of trains going by. I thought that would be kind of a neat opportunity to play around with, especially with the medium format cameras, and do some things. But it was just too wet yesterday. Couldn't get out, and then it was rainy today too. So like I said, I took a quick picture this morning as I was out poking around in the yard, and frantically, I just got it posted 5 minutes before this started. So I wanted to get something up for a fall theme. So let's go ahead and jump into the photos. I don't have a whole bunch.
I'm gonna post 2 actually.
Okay.
One original, the other black and white version of it. So
That'd be cool.
just to see what you think.
Wait a second and do that. Oh, you guys, I went since it was rainy. I had to go look at cameras yesterday. And I went to an old camera shop, and I found the first time I'd been to this shop. They're only open Saturdays for like 4 hours. They're open during the week, but I can't get there during the week. But I went there like, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock yesterday morning, and I hadn't been there before. And just this old little shop. They sell a lot of old cameras on consignment and stuff. And they had a Graflex, one of those old Graflex press cameras. You know which one I'm talking about, Frank? You guys have with the
4x5.
yes, and it would hold film backs for like for 120 film too. It was a monster. It was a beast. And I was like, wow, that'd be kind of cool, but it would look like a little bit too cumbersome. And then they had it was a Fuji, was it GSD 693? It was kind of their fixed lens, 6x9 rangefinder camera that has is it a 65 millimeter lens? So it's equivalent of like a 28, 35 millimeter, so a fairly wide angle lens. And that looked pretty cool, except it was actually very lightweight, and it would be a huge negative. You go 6x9 would just be gigantic, but it's just a wide angle, and there was no meter or anything in it as well. I think I might want something with a meter, but if I could swap out lenses on that thing, I would have bought it though, because the 65 would be cool, but it was a little bit too wide angle. I think I'd like to have something a little better than that. But so there were two cameras there that were old that I liked, but really didn't fit what I was looking for. Then I went to the digital camera store that was doing a mirrorless event. They were kind of displaying all the mirrorless, and I picked up a brochure on this puppy, Sony A7, and that's a nice camera. Have you guys looked at that yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at
Which
the
one?
website today.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the A7, Sony A7 and A7R.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're mirrorless, full frame SLRs, I guess. And yeah, they looks like a pretty good. The A7 was $1,500 for the body, and about $1,800 with the kit lens, whatever the equivalent kit lens is on it. And it didn't look. I mean, it didn't look too bad. For what I use a digital camera for, I think it would probably meet just about everything I would need on that. It was about 1/2 the size of my EOS though. Just super compact, really light. They've got a decent selection of lenses, and they look like they're going to be adding more, next year. So.
That's the cool thing about those bodies. You can put just about every lens that's ever been made
Yes, you can.
onto those cameras with adapters.
Yeah, they will do. Let me see. This is actually a pretty good. This is kind of like the technical sales manual. You'll love all the, the specs, all that stuff. That's great. Geek out on that stuff. But the lenses, they have a set of lenses specifically for the camera. They're full frame FE lenses, they call them. And then you can hook on then with the adapters, A-mount lenses, I guess. You get one of those adapters, you can hook up a ton more lenses on there.
Yeah.
And they have a Metabones adapters too that make you can put Canon and Nikon lenses and stuff on there as well.
Yeah, and the Metabones are actually real good.
Now, does that reduce some features? I guess not every lens is going to communicate with the camera the way as.
Yeah, probably the focus speed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's still. I was saying that the autofocus might be a little slower.
Yeah.
And when you use the APS-C lenses, you have adapters you can plug in their E-mount lenses, I guess. That actually crops off part of the sensor and just goes down to the same size sensor area that the lens would use. So, but you could use pretty much a wide variety of lenses on it. So it was very tempting, but I didn't have an extra $2,000 sitting in my back pocket, so
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. But very nice, very nice. So yeah, spend a little bit of time looking at cameras while it was raining outside. Got to gotta find some extra money in the budget if I want to do either the old cameras or a new camera. So lots of all that stuff costs money. Terrible.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start the screen share here and see what we got. I'm gonna start off with Charlie from last week.
Yep.
Any more pictures of Charlie this week, Rui?
Yeah, the last one.
There we go. So yeah, that was a great one. And here's the first one posted for this week was what Joe did just back in August, I think it was. Yeah. Ellie or Elle. He's done a few photo shoots with her, I think, in the past. So this is kind of the pin-up bikini shoot. And once again, black and white. Got that using the mirror there, I think, to pretty good effect. Kind of a neat perspective on it. And Joe does really good with it, getting the black and white tones to come out nice. I think he does it all in Lightroom. Yeah, so it's very cool. And I don't know. I don't know if this is distracting or not. I don't think it is to me. It's kind of a neat. I'm sure there's I've seen other images like this, that kind of pin-up type stuff. But I don't know what this is. Is this the edge of the mirror here, the door?
The edge of the mirror, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This guy has a bevel on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty well composed image. Nice tones on it. And pretty woman too. Always helps. So, very nice. I like it.
Yeah, a little like
Go back.
not cutting that left elbow.
Oh, right here?
No, the other one, the reflection.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it still had space on that side to include the other level.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is kind of right up against the edge. If you could have got a little bit more, yeah, a little bit more space between her arm and the mirror. Yeah, you have to adjust the angle a little bit, the angle of the camera to get that switch. Yeah, that is a good point. I didn't really notice that at first, but yeah, maybe just a little extra space there. It seems like it's right up against the edge. But yeah, nice image. And here we go. This is kind of an interesting. Captured the muzzle flash. And again, this was slow motion video, so it's a screen. Basically a frame pulled out of a slow motion video.
Alright.
Use various iPad apps to edit photo. So I wonder if I like it, all black and white. That's nice. And with the flash coming out of the gun, it's kind of an interesting image.
Yeah.
Neat contrast. I guess he does have ear protection in it. Yeah, the guy's firing the gun without ear protection. He's going to regret it. Maybe he does. Yeah. I go to the range. I wear the big, full over the ear ones, and sometimes I even put some in my ear and then put the over the ear one on top as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I like my hearing. What little I have left at this point. Actually, my hearing is still pretty good, but I've noticed a change in it the last 10 years, especially higher frequencies is not that's dropped off. Not a ton, but it's dropped off a fair amount. That's just what happens when you get
to the 40 club.
Yeah. Well, I'm now, yeah. I'm definitely over 40, that's for sure. But that's when I noticed it. I noticed it right. My wife and I were talking about it last week. She's like, everything was fine, and then we hit the 40s, and things just started going bad. So, yeah. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of a neat shot. Looks out of the. Did he say he used? I think I saw somewhere. Oh, frame rate. Half speed for higher resolution. So what? Probably 60 frames per second? I don't know. Or no, half speed would be 15. 15 frames a second, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Neat one. And this image doesn't really fit into the theme for this month. It was just a image from the roller car show a couple months ago. But just nice, nice shiny chromed out engine. And the car was actually dark, super dark red, I think. Yeah. Right on, kind of almost black. So dark red it was almost black. So it came out nice contrast between the
very nice.
Between the chrome and the body panel, the firewall, and everything. I got a little bit of bokeh in the back there. That's about it. But yeah, I mean, chrome and black and white just for me that's like the siren song. You see chrome and you've got black and white film in your camera. It's like, okay, how can I get that? Because it usually comes out so good. But,
yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, that was a fun car. I took a couple other shots of it with the digital, but they were okay. But this one was the one that came out the best overall. But very well restored, and the guy spent some time just talking to the owner, so that's always fun. There's always stories.
No detail shots of this motor.
I'm gonna have to take a look and see if I got anything with the digital. I only had one roll of film in the roll cord, so and there were some new cars that I hadn't seen before, so I wanted to just try to get as many as I could. But I'll have to take a look. This car, I think I don't know. I'm gonna go in a couple weeks, and my guess is the guy I think this guy, if I remember right, moved to the area just a few months ago. So he's kind of getting into the car show routine. So my guess is I'll probably see this one again. It'll be easy to remember because it's just very, very nice. Yeah, there is a lot of detail in the engine here. This pressure gauge here, I think it's oil pressure gauge right there. That would have been a good detail shot. A macro lens would be great on that, I think. Yeah. Oh, I missed a dust bunny right there. I just noticed that. It's so hard to get rid of all of them on the dark background like that. Any dust at all, it's just going to pop up. But
yeah.
Fun car.
No, it's a great picture.
Oh, okay. This is cool. Is this some kind of birch tree or something? Get with the furry bark, as I call it.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Taken yesterday. I like that. Nice detail.
I actually could use this for both themes.
Yes, you could. Yeah, because you do have some nice bokeh in the back there. And fall theme, definitely. And
you get extra points, really, for having both.
Yes.
Both in one photo.
You get 2 gold stars.
Yay.
I'm getting an extra 500 points.
All right. Wow. Shot at 1.8.
I'm feeling generous this afternoon.
He's on a second glass of wine. He's feeling generous. All right.
Oh, damn straight.
So there you go. Shot wide open, and with the 3200th of a second. Yeah, it's pretty. Looks like it was a decently bright. Like you said, it was just like lightly overcast, so no direct sun, but just still kind of a bright sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a neat shot because you can see the colors of the leaves in the background, the tree, and The bottom part is a little out of focus. The top is a little out, but the middle right here, got that in focus. So came out really nice. Cool image. It's very fall-like. Which is a good one. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice perspective.
Yes, it is. Here's my my fall shot. It's all I could come up with. Between
I'm
Not
just
so
glad
bad.
you have the leaves to photograph. That's all.
yeah, yeah.
Green over here.
A few leaves are starting to fall off the trees now. We don't get near as vibrant colors as they do up in the Northeast or even up in the mountains,
Sure.
you know, mountain area. But I did.
Okay, have a good color range there.
Yeah, it came out pretty good. I cropped it a little bit. Um, I, I increased clarity a little bit on this one. I shot this with my little S95, a little PowerShot S95. I highlighted the reds and the oranges a little bit. This leaf was not quite that red and orange as in the original image, but because of that, I was able to play with these colors and not really affect anything else. So that came out pretty good. But it was just kind of, this morning we had that light rain, and I went out and saw them there, and I was like, hey, look at that, 3 leaves mostly together. So kind of neat color, and with all the texture and stuff in the leaves. Those always look good when you bump up the clarity a little bit, and you can play around with the colors a little bit. So.
One of the elements I like of this image, not only do you have the yellow with this, the contrast of the yellow with the background, but you have that stem. I don't know if it's part of the leaf or it just happened to be there, but you have this nice, really elegant arch.
Oh, here?
In the eye, yeah, that line really adds quite a lot to the image.
Yeah,
it's so subtle, but it does.
Yeah, and I noticed that. I didn't notice it when I framed the shot. When I composed the shot, I just saw the 3 leaves, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat colors. You've got a good range of colors there. But when I dropped it into, opened it up in Lightroom, I saw this. I cropped a little bit. I took off maybe, 10% off of this side basically, and I had to move this leaf down here at the bottom. I had cropped a little bit, but when I did that, then I noticed this. This kind of came in a little bit. And then I noticed that, and I was like, well, how can I get this lined up, to kind of come out of that corner? And yeah, so it came out pretty good. And the little camp, it was perfect light. I mean, it was 8:30 in the morning. It had just stopped raining. The sun was just dispersed completely through the clouds. I mean, you look at the histogram of this thing, and it's just like a little perfect bell curve almost. It's like, yeah, it came out pretty good. Yeah, some nice light, and the moisture, the rain on the leaves was nice. So I got some neat reflections. But
that is such a perfect time to shoot forest or under trees is when you have overcast.
Yeah, yeah.
And when it's full sun, cloudless days, that's probably the worst time to shoot in the tree area, forest area.
Yeah, so it's a nice, quick little shot that came out pretty nice. I love the colors of fall, so that's what I was trying to highlight there. So, that's a neat one. Hey, there we go, Charlie. He's like, okay, you're getting ready to feed me now or something. Yeah, he is a very expressive dog.
And that's the last portrait.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, there'll be more next week. We'll have more next week, which is good. I mean, looks like he's a very easy dog to photograph. I mean, generally.
Not really. He gets distracted so easy.
Mm-hmm. The end result is nice.
Yeah, and the backlight is that golden halo.
Yep. Around here, coming out of this window here. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah,
nice shot.
Yeah, his eyes are looking right at you. Got the nice glow on his around him, and then his tongue hanging out there. It's just a nice enough of that color. It just very really sets it off. So you're gonna have a couple of these. Have you gotten a couple of these printed out larger, put on the wall like?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, get some nice 8x10s or something out of these, or 12x18s or whatever it would be. Yeah, very.
Rui, have you ever tried to use your flash in a situation like this? When you have this really nice backlight?
No, not really. This is actually just ambient light, and because this is actually I have a kitchen with a living room in the same area, but it's all white, and we have actually a pretty good lighting environment over there. So I had the backlight and then the light bouncing off the wall and the ground.
Yeah, it looks like the floor is fairly light colored, so you get a good.
Yeah.
Right. Fills in the chest area.
Yeah, I mean in this area here, yeah.
But no, I haven't used flash yet.
Would you do it as a like a fill flash?
Yeah, what I was thinking was if you used a fill flash, you would have put a little sparkle in the dog's eyes and filled up the eyes just a little bit. You know, you got to play with the exposure compensation on the flash a little bit. But I usually knock it down by at least a stop, maybe sometimes as much as 2 stops from the ambient light. But at least a stop, just so it adds a little bit of light without having the photos say, "Hey, and I used a flash."
Yep.
You don't want it to be obvious. That's all.
Just to have that catch light on the eyes, right?
Exactly. And I'd have taken the photo to its a whole new level. It's a good shot, though.
Yeah, but I see what you mean.
Yeah, it would be. And
just to get that flash right, I mean, you would have gone. You would have been gone.
Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't have waited around for you to fiddle around with the flash, I'm sure.
No, and that just
yeah, with pets it's
makes in a very good point that you know when you're in these kind of situations, it really helps to really know the ins and outs of your camera and to make sure you read your manual at least once a year.
Yeah.
Because it's those things you rarely ever use. I hardly ever use fill flash. So I'm like you, I fumble with it or more so and just get it wrong. But the more you use it, the more you understand how your camera works. The quicker you can be and just go.
Yeah.
And do the job.
You don't have this type of thing. You just don't have a lot of time before his attention gets diverted and he goes somewhere else.
But yeah, it's a cute shot.
Yeah, it's a very good shot. Great dog. Okay, so this is kind of the color and black and white version you're talking about?
Yep.
Color, okay. Nice shop owner.
So this is the actual size of the shop.
Wow.
And about maybe 5 feet to the door.
Okay. So just enough to come in off the street.
Yeah.
There he is. His counter.
Have a little space, a counter, and the actual shop.
What does he? Just a little restaurant? What does he do?
No, it's ginginha. It's a typical drink.
Okay.
He has a few beers and a few port wines on the right.
Okay, over here.
But yeah, and but the rest is that traditional one.
Okay, all these bottles and stuff up here. Okay. Now, what is it? What kind of flavor?
Cherry.
Cherry. Okay. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and pretty strong too.
You just get a glass, like a to-go glass, and off you go, huh?
Yeah, but because it's sweet, you can have how many you want, but yeah,
Okay.
it's strong.
So a fortified wine of some kind, huh? Yeah. Is it a wine or is it a liqueur?
I think it's considered liquor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, got a little refrigerator there, the sink, and.
So, what are the laws on alcohol consumption? Can you take a glass and then walk out on the street with it, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
You get the rest of the year.
Yeah, they're not quite as uptight about it as we are. It's
Yeah,
like it's like the French Quarter everywhere you go there, you know.
exactly. Yeah. The only place I know in the United States where you can drink outside is French Quarter.
Yeah.
And this particular liquor is usually served in a cup of chocolate. So
Ooh.
you drink that and then eat the chocolate.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. That would be a good combination. So kind of like darker chocolate with the cherry.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
And
No
chocolate and cherries, nice.
No snails, just chocolate and cherries. Oh, that's cool. And I like the. Is this like a metal roof or something here? I just
No, that's
detail. Plaster.
that's wood.
Okay.
Actually, I
It's
guess
got some neat details in it. I like that neat pattern. It's got the often seen. Okay, so now we get a look at the black and white version. You just did this in Lightroom?
Lightroom. Yeah, I added a little bit of noise
Okay.
and nothing else.
Okay. That's interesting. That's a nice. I mean, there's a nice range of tones there. I don't know. The colors.
Kind of like the color better.
There's so many different colors. Yeah. I mean, it's just a wide range of colors. Like this stuff over here, like cigarettes or whatever those are.
Yeah.
The beers and hey, look, Super Bokeh back here. No.
Yeah.
But the colors in here, yeah. I think black and white's cool. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, the color. You did a good job on the black and white, but yeah, the color is it's more colorful. This is just one of those things where the colors, I think, is a bonus. Yeah, it's a neat comparison, and it is so easy to convert to black and white. At least if you get a real basic conversion, just bang.
Yeah.
Real straightforward. So that's nice. Yeah, but color wins on that one. Okay, Frank, we got a little prickly pear of cactus something there. Don't want to fall in one of these.
No, it's just a little snapshot that I took at Botanical Gardens here at Berkeley.
Okay. Cool. That is an interesting cactus. I guess it's a cactus. Huh? Thinking with the okay.
It's taken a while ago, but
okay, with your 35. Okay, so a wide angle lens, huh? On that 35 millimeter.
yeah, I'd have been like 2 feet away from the cactus.
Okay. Yeah, that's got to be equivalent to what, like a 20?
28.
Yeah.
Well, on this particular model, it's a 28. If it was on a film camera, it'd be more like a 20.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's fairly wide angle.
Very nice. There's an HDR feel to it.
Yeah, it does. The sky with the different layers of the clouds, and it's nice back. I guess backlighting mostly on that, or pretty strong light from this end, left to right, kind of backlight.
Yeah, the original was a silhouette.
Okay.
And I just opened up the shadows in Lightroom.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is why you're saying it has an HDR effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have opened them up too much.
Not really. It works. But yeah, the light in the sky, it would have to be a little darker, I guess. Originally.
Added a little bit of a vignette, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, this section of the sky with it being lighter, kind of is neat because it kind of frames the top. Yeah,
it's very nice.
The main section of it. Yeah. So that's a neat perspective on that. And the light in the sky is a good complement to the plant. Pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, same trip to the Botanic Gardens, I guess, huh?
Yeah. This one's okay. I was debating whether to even save this or delete it or not, but I've never shot a succulent before, so.
Okay. This is a flower and some
Yeah, it's not the most photogenic specimen, I'm sure. You got some stray leaves in there and other things going on, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's neat the all the different layers and levels of the
Yeah, and the different
petals and
shades. I mean,
Mhm.
the vignetting works. It actually pops up the center,
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and you have the full white and dark black.
Yeah. These leaves back
It
here
does
aren't
work.
too distracting. This one is a little bit, but not a lot really. I mean, it's a neat kind of you could take it out or leave it in. I mean, it's
Hmm.
because I mean you're definitely as soon as you look at it, your eyes go right here. So
Mhm.
it just gives it a little
I
bit.
think it's time to go back and reshoot it. It's been a year.
Yeah,
A
it'll be a different flower, that's for sure.
bit
But
bigger.
yeah, but yeah, no, that's pretty nice with the like you said with the
Yeah.
vignette and everything. I mean, you got the your eye definitely goes to the most interesting part of the frame right there. So kind of neat, nice shot. Oh, so what are they blowing up here?
This is Warren Hall from California State University. Well, technically it's called East Bay,
Okay.
but this is in Hayward, which is about 20 miles south of Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Directly on the other side of where you see there's the San Francisco Bay,
Mm-hmm.
and on the opposite side, that would be San Mateo.
Okay.
Silicon Valley would be to the left, and San Francisco would be to the right.
Okay.
And originally, this was California State University, Hayward. This is Warren Hall. It was built in I believe, in the 70s.
Huh.
And the problem is San Andreas, no, the Hayward Fault, which is considered to be the most dangerous fault in California,
Mm-hmm.
runs right underneath that building.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
that was some great planning there.
Yeah, either some really amazing thought went into it, or they had no clue the fault was there in the first place
Wow.
Yeah.
Could
when
be.
they built it in the 70s. I mean, it was built in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they tore it down, they imploded it. Quite a lot of people showed up, and it was my first time ever seeing a building collapse.
Hmm.
And I've been in this building before. I've been to this university. I attended classes here before.
Uh-huh.
So it was kind of cool watching it fall. It was pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah. Big. And you got it right. I don't know how. Half a second, maybe a second after they detonated everything. I mean, it's very, very. I mean, you got it really
Yeah, a couple
sharp.
seconds.
Yeah.
It was difficult because my camera does one frame a second.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So I really had to pay attention to what's going on as opposed to just, well, you can't really spray and pray with one
Yeah.
frame per second.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, you have to pay attention to what's going on and just
yeah.
try to nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I immediately when I saw this and saw it was a building collapsing, you see this banner or whatever, and that looks to be really, really sharp. So, was that what you were focusing on? Do you remember what you had?
Yeah, it was the front of the building when I
Okay.
first focused,
Okay.
and I knew my f-stop would be at what is it, f5?
F5. Yeah.
That's but not all the way open. I like to at least close it down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
um, just to get a little sharper results.
Yeah.
Although you're not going to get much out of f5 versus the lens, which is an f4.
Yeah.
But
But you got a pretty
yeah,
good.
a little
You got a
bit.
good shutter speed. Yeah. 640.
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot when you're shooting a 200 millimeter lens at this far away, and the building really is moving relatively slow.
Mm-hmm. How
Start
far away?
shooting up.
How far away were you?
About a quarter mile
Okay. So
at the most.
across the parking lot and up a little hill. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's a boulevard there, and yeah, it's definitely within walking distance.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's a neat. It's a neat image, and it's definitely sharp. So yeah, you got the. And I
Yeah.
just say I love the the dust building up now as the building falls in on itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's either debris or a bird right next to your mouse.
Oh, over here?
Yeah, in the middle of the dust.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That
okay.
black spot right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Could be.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was my monitor that actually was dirty, but
No. It's on
I
mine.
cycled through the photos, and it's only on yours. So
Yeah.
either a debris or a bird.
Yeah. So they blew up the building, and what did they put there? A park or something?
No, actually, the way the college is configured, they had a road going underneath of the building originally,
Oh, okay.
so you can literally drive underneath it.
Okay.
And so what they did was they just demolished it and didn't build anything, didn't replace anything. They actually are making replacement buildings elsewhere on the campus.
Okay. All right. So
My question to you, Mark, is does this count as a fall picture?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's an interpretation of fall. Yeah, I would give it.
Sure.
Did you put the
Okay.
MPSFall there? You got to add the tag. Add the tag.
Oh, okay.
Or didn't
Well,
have
I just did it just a second, I guess.
No, that's a very good. We just said fall. We didn't say specific what it was. That is fall.
It's definitely falling.
It counts, and yeah, you don't get double points for Bokeh though. There's nothing there.
No. To speak of there.
But you did get a fall. I mean that is
Yeah, definitely.
fall. So yeah, good one. Yeah, that's a cool shot too. Because the background, all the colors and everything in the front, and then the background it was a kind of hazy day or something. It's kind of muted, which is nice.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah. So you got a nice separation between foreground and background.
Mm-hmm.
There. It looks like the marine layers over the bay right here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a cool shot. I like that. That would be a fun. Were there a lot of people with cameras?
Oh yeah, when you could hear the explosions going off,
Mm-hmm.
the pre-explosions to weaken the structure,
Yeah.
and then they had the main charges go off, which actually brought the building down.
Okay.
And so yeah, once you heard those going off, actually you saw them, then
Okay.
you heard them, and at that point, yeah, all the cameras started clicking all over the place.
Yeah.
And I felt so kind of inadequate, so to speak.
Frame rate
At 1 frame per second,
Yeah.
where everyone else is at 3, 5, or 10.
Yeah. You hear stuff going, zzz, and you're like, junk, junk, junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had bigger negatives though, bigger files, right? Let's just do a 40 meg.
50,
50. Yeah. See.
55, 59 megs.
Yeah. So you're 2 to 3 times as big as their puny little.
Well, actually, that's the disk space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Open is 225.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
You might be 1/10 as fast, but you're 10 times as big file size.
Yeah.
Right. It's not all about the speed. All right.
No. Oh, you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Blue Angels.
Oh, okay. You guys got the air show going on.
Yeah, it's Fleet Week. And
Oh,
they're flying.
yeah. We were last time we were in San Francisco was basically now, and we were in our hotel in the city, and they were flying. We were able to look out our window, and they were flying right at our level because we were up at the we were up by the city center, the Hyatt or whatever up there, because they're kind of up at the top. Yeah, that was really cool. And
I had a friend of mine get me on the Jeremiah O'Brien, which is I guess like a supply ship, and that was out in the bay. It had just fished a multi-year renovation.
okay.
And the Blue Angels really helped us out by, or actually gave us a huge favor by flying right over the Jeremiah O'Brien several times.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, they definitely gave us a treat.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty remarkable. It's the first time I've ever seen jets like that ever in my life, and it was just so incredibly awesome.
Yeah.
which is doesn't even come close to explaining it. But you stand there, and the plane comes from behind you. You have no idea that it's coming.
Yeah.
It passes you, and when you see it right in front of you, that's when you actually start hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're not technically flying faster than the speed of sound, but yeah, it's
At
pretty
close
remarkable.
range, flying 400 miles an hour goes by fast. Yeah.
Oh, they were going probably 6
Yeah.
because some of them were actually starting to get the compression cloud.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were going Mach point 0.8, Mach point 0.9 probably. They
Wow.
were getting pretty close.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him twice. Once when we were in Chicago, we went to the Air and Water Show, and we got really good seats right on the area of the beach, and they flew over, and that's a great place to see them because they fly around through the buildings downtown, like through around the Hancock and down around the Sears Tower, and
Oh wow,
it's impressive. And then we saw them when we were out in San Francisco 4 years ago. So yeah,
nice.
awesome. It's
Yeah, if you've
definitely
never seen it, definitely make the effort.
yeah, well worth it. Very cool. Anyway, taking Gainesville, Florida, Scott Kelby photo walk. Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was a shot from yesterday that had the most bokeh in it, so I decided
Yeah,
to share
and
this
it's
one.
blue, and it matches the hat.
Yeah, very good.
Blue bokeh. Yeah, very nice. And took this with the
You only missed the tag.
300 millimeters f5.6. Okay.
Yeah, this is that Tamron lens. I really like that lens. It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Which one is it?
It's the Tamron 70-300 VC with, it's their DI version, I guess is what they call it.
So many letters, I have no idea what they mean.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Vibration stabilization.
Probably.
Yeah, it's an SP 70-300 DI.
Okay.
DI.
And does the DI stand for vibrate? Does that indicate the vibration dampening or?
No, it's their higher. It's like digital.
Okay.
They used to make film lenses, and then they made these digital versions that are higher quality.
Okay. And no problems communicating with the Canon at all. There's no real issues.
No, it works great.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, Tamron makes good stuff. They're 28-70, 2.8.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing lens. That's as good as a Nikon for about half the price.
Yeah. I've heard lots of good things about that lens. Yeah.
Yeah, I may get that at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
you
little
should.
bit more than this one, but
Yeah.
it's still a good value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's the benefit. One of the big benefits for us photographers from the internet is being able to actually get that kind of true review. Before the internet, you just had to take someone's word for it that the lens was great.
Yeah.
But honestly, if someone goes out and buys a $5,000 lens, do you really think they're going to say anything other than great?
Yeah.
Of course not. Or even a $500 lens, they're not going to diss their own equipment.
Okay.
It comes down. So
Yeah, I agree. That's
a nice shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot more access to opinions, whether they're good or bad. At least you've got access to different opinions, and you can a lot more information to make a decision on. Sometimes too much information, but you gotta learn how to filter through it, I guess. But it's better than looking in a magazine. Back in the day, looking, photography magazine, find the ad and the one review that you could get in the magazine that you got, and buy the lens.
Yeah, the magazine doesn't show you anything because it's so the resolution is so diminished from the half-toning process.
Mm-hmm.
It means nothing. I remember Popular Photography. They used to show close-ups of the negative to try to show you what the difference in the sharpness would be.
Okay.
It's as opposed to making a print, which would be another generation.
Yeah. And now, if you really want, people will oftentimes allow you to download the original RAW file.
Exactly.
Pull it in and do all the pixel peeping you want. You know, you can blow it up to 400% and look at it. Yeah. Which would be the equivalent of like a billboard-sized shot, but yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, there's people that say to do like is it a billboard? You don't need more than 12 megapixels?
Well, yeah, you're standing, what, 100 feet away from it?
Yeah, yeah. It all depends on how far away you are when you view it. So,
About 12 megapixels?
yeah, what is that? Would that be for a 35 millimeter? Yeah. That's basically.
Although I got to say, I was in a theater not too long ago, and there was a like a 4-foot cardboard display thing for one of the for some upcoming movie that looked just horribly fuzzy and blurry because it was the image had been well over printed.
Oh, yeah. And they probably had multiple generations by the time they got to the point where they.
Who knows?
Yeah. Shot on the small JPEG setting and blown up. Not a good recipe. Let's see how far we can blow up 640 by 480. All right.
2 by 3
Yeah.
inches.
Cool. There's some good images. We got a couple. Mostly gets the award for the matching foreground and background bokeh with the blue and blue. Frank gets the award for the most interestingly titled, or not titled. It would be interpretation of the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good interpretation.
That's worth at least 1,000 points.
Yes, but Rui got both. He got both themes in one shot. So that was pretty good. So yeah, good ones. Good one. We'll get. I was hoping to have some more. Well, hopefully get some more images that you guys took yesterday or whatever. Get a couple more posted for next week.
Yep. I actually tried a new technique. I wouldn't say new, but kind of the reverse of time lapse, where it is you that is moving.
Okay.
It's actually used in videos. I can share my screen. Just show you the sequence.
So,
like walking through town or something, and you're taking pictures at steady rate?
Something like that.
Was attached to you? Oh yeah, that can be pretty cool.
Let's see. Okay, full screen. So can you see that? This.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So the thing is, I have to get these all aligned.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, get the steady building, and then I'm moving. So you get this effect. Could you see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're making a little bit of a movie there. And you can do this in Lightroom 5.
I've gone too far now.
So what do? You highlight all the images that make up that segment, and then stitch them together, or how does it?
Well, I have to line them up first,
Okay.
and then I'll probably make a small movie out of it in Photoshop.
Okay.
Yeah, Photoshop has some pretty good video capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you have to have the 6 extended at least.
Yeah, CS6.
Because prior to that, you don't have the timeline function.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got to be able to edit in the timeline. Yeah. That's cool.
And that's what I used actually for a friend's wedding video. You wanted just a little clip, and I did that in Photoshop.
Cool. How many images did you take?
Oh, a bunch of images, and a few clips during the ceremony, during lunch, and all that stuff.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
That's a neat idea. Very cool. Who needs a high-end video camera when you can just get DSLR and a bunch of Photoshop? You can stitch them together essentially and create a movie that way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very good.
So many shows right now are not even being filmed with camcorders. They're being filmed with GH4s and 5D Mark IIIs.
Yep.
Mhm. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a full, I guess it was the second or third season of House that was recorded using the 5D Mark II when it came out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. That's you can do some really good high quality video. You've got to have some specialized equipment to get the most out of the DSLRs to do it, but the results are pretty darn good.
yeah, well, you're getting a look that you can't get with small sensor cameras.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, get a little bit more. Yeah, it is. It's a completely different look.
Yeah, your depth of field is a lot narrower, and yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like going to medium format.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You've seen it.
Yep. It's there's definitely a difference,
Mm-hmm.
and just a matter how much you're willing to pay for it to get that difference.
Well, I got to tell you, shooting film right now in medium format, if you're going to try to go back to film, I don't see why you wouldn't want to go to medium format because it is so incredibly dirt cheap.
Oh,
A few $100 will get you a body that initially sold for close to $3,000.
yep. You're exactly right. Yeah. Now you can, if you shop wisely, and you could get a body and a couple lenses for $600.
Sure.
That'll do just absolutely fantastic quality.
Oh yeah, it'll blow the doors off anything 35 millimeter.
Yeah, and that's why I think I've kind of decided if I'm gonna, I'll keep my 35 millimeter film cameras, but if I'm gonna shoot film, the majority of them I'm gonna shoot is gonna be medium format now, because the difference is so large. I mean, it's fun shooting 35 millimeter film. It's a different look. I mean, even black and white on 35 millimeter is better than black and white off of digital, I think. But what you get by going up to medium format is gigantic. So that's why I'm kind of tempted to get like a 6.7 or a 6.9 if I could find something like that. That is practical, because then that's gigantic negative.
Mamiya 7.
Yeah.
It's a rangefinder. It's small. It's compact. Or the Pentax 6x7 is good too.
Yeah, Pentax 6.7. The Mamiya 7, they still sell it new.
Yep.
I could buy it on Adorama for $5,000.
Yeah.
I think.
Massively expensive.
Yes, but I can probably buy a used one, maybe a 10-year-old used one for $1,500, something like that, to $2,000.
Yeah, they make a 7 and a 7.2, a Vert Mark II, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure of the difference, but yeah.
Yeah, so no,
Great camera if you don't mind having a rangefinder.
Yeah, the big negative I've seen on that is you just don't have as good a close focus. I mean, that's the big thing.
And parallax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for most of the stuff, you're probably okay with that. But yeah, but it's relatively compact. It's easy to handle. So if you want to do like street photography or out and about, moving around, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Just got to get used to using the rangefinder, and you could use it. You could set up and do landscapes with it. You know, you set the thing to infinity, and there you go. You're set.
You know, I had bought a Mamiya RZ 6.7, and I had looked at the 7, the Mamiya 7, as an alternative. And what sold me on the RZ was, and what actually deterred me from the 7, was the fact that it was a rangefinder, and you couldn't tell. You couldn't look through the lens and see the effect of split neutral density filters. You couldn't tell where they were. So for landscapes, and polarizers as well.
But isn't the RB67 that thing's a monster, isn't it?
13 pounds of, oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm not going on a photo walk for very long with that thing.
No, I did a wedding once.
And you brought Arnold to hold up the camera as you were shooting, right?
Yeah, you take a couple of ads after that, but never again. It's a studio camera. It's a camera that I should never have bought in the first place because it's too big.
Well, what would be the Bronica? Have you ever shot a Bronica?
No, but they're similar, and because they're completely defunct and gone, you can get them for a song.
Yeah, and they're a little bit lighter weight. They're not. They're not. So I could get like was it the SQA with the lens, and that would only be like probably 4 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, you can buy a Rolly for a few $100.
Yeah, I've already got one of those. That's the problem.
No, but I'm saying an interchangeable lens Rolly.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
KEH has a couple.
Yeah, I have to take a look. There's too many options. I just need to win Powerball, and I could just buy one of everyone and use them wherever.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Just remember your friends at the photo stop.
Yeah, I will. I'll buy everybody a 50mm f1.8 plastic fantastic. How about that?
Gee, thank you. Can I have some fries with that?
Yeah, no. If I win Powerball, I'll say it right here. The whole world can see it. I will fly everybody, and we'll all meet together, and we'll do a photo walk somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We're flying coach, but you're still gonna. We'll do it.
You're generous, but there's no limit.
Don't plan your vacation because I don't think it's gonna happen. The odds are like 175 million to 1, but you never know.
Yeah, well, I tell you, if I won the lottery, I'd buy all of you guys Hasselblad H5s.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go on.
That's pretty generous. Go ahead.
Damn straight. What the hell? What are the odds of that?
A couple $100 million. What's $1 million between friends? Really?
Exactly. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like spending $50. Not even. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll do it. I'll buy 2. I'll buy each of you 2. 2 50mm 1.8s? And a Hasselblad digital. What do those run, about 30 grand each?
45,000.
Ah, no problem.
Well, between 17 and 45. But if you're gonna buy a house, you might as well buy the 200 megapixel version.
Oh man, how big would those files be? 2 or 3 gig? I don't know.
No, well, they're closed. They should be 250 megabytes closed.
Yeah.
And about a gigabyte open.
Wow. Yeah. That's.
So you may want to throw in a Power Mac while you're at it.
Yeah, and a 30-inch monitor.
Yeah, ISP.
Yeah, and direct fiber connection to Google Fiber, so you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can upload, so you can work Photoshop on cloud, Creative Cloud. You're gonna need lots of bandwidth to move that stuff around. So yeah, no problem. We'll just buy everybody a building so you can do your own studio with that. Yeah. Okay. And then we all wait.
It's only fair.
Yeah, I really. Yeah, it's all about fairness. So I think okay. If I win, and it has to be at least a $300 million jackpot, and we'll do it.
Okay.
Anything less than $300 million, you guys are just getting the 1.8.
So if it's 299 million, I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah, you're getting a 1.8. A nice picture. In Italy. All right. On that note, I've got to go and I've got to do a little bit of work because I forgot to do a project that I need to do before tomorrow, and then I'm going to watch The Walking Dead. So.
Good.
Good.
Was it season 4? Yeah. So thanks for joining in, everybody. Hopefully, have a few more images next week. I think not next week. The week after. I sent my wife on assignment to Frankfurt, Germany, so she's going to be doing. She's taking some photos out there with the little point and shoot. So
nice.
We'll see if she got anything good. Cool. We'll see. I'm sure she got a few good ones. Yeah. She's having fun walking around getting lost. So at least everybody speaks a little bit of English there. So she hasn't gotten too lost.
And you've got the house to yourself.
Yeah, me and the 2 cats. So.
Yeah. It's nice having control over remote control.
Yeah. For a week at least, yeah.
For at least a week, yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you. Everybody have a good week.
All right.
See you later.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, guys.